What happens when a nation decides to erase its past? Not by accident, not by oversight, but deliberately. In America today, school districts are being banned from teaching the full truth about slavery. Black authors are being pulled from shelves, and statues that once told the story of civil rights heroes are quietly disappearing from public spaces. But here's the question: who benefits when Black history is erased? And more importantly, why is Donald Trump at the center of this movement to whitewash America's story? Asterisk, in September 2020, as protests for George Floyd and Breonna Taylor filled the streets, Donald Trump gave a speech at the National Archives. His words were clear: we must clear away the web of lies in our schools and restore patriotic education in America. Asterisk, this was the launch of the 1776 Commission. Trump's direct response to the New York Times 1619 Projector Pulitzer winning series that reframed U.S. history through the lens of slavery. While the 1619 Project forced America to confront uncomfortable truths like the fact that slavery shaped its economy, Laws and Culture Trump's 1776 Commission argued the opposite, that America was built on freedom, not oppression. But here's the irony. Erasing oppression is itself a form of oppression. Historians like David Blight at Yale called Trump's commission an insult to historical scholarship and a deliberate attempt to rewrite history for political gain. Asterisk, since Trump's presidency, the ripple effects are everywhere. Books like Stamped from the Beginning by Ibram X. Kendi or Toni Morrison's The Bluest Eye are being banned in schools under the guise of protecting children from divisive concepts. But think about that phrase, divisive concepts. Is slavery divisive, or is it simply truth? Is Jim Crow divisive, or is it documented history? A 2022 report from Penn America found that over 1,600 book titles were banned across the U.S. in a single year, the vast majority dealing with race, history, or LGBTQ identities. Trump didn't invent censorship, but he mainstreamed it, giving governors like Ron DeSantis a playbook: silence Black voices, erase Black pain, and replace it with sanitized patriotism. Asterisk, why? Does Trump push this narrative so hard? Because erasing Black history is not just about textbooks, it's about power. If you convince young Americans that slavery was a minor footnote, you erase the justification for reparations. If you erase Jim Crow, you erase the understanding of systemic racism. If you erase the Tulsa Massacre, you erase the evidence of generational theft. This isn't just about the past, it's about shaping the future. Cornel West once said, "To tell the truth about history is to risk losing power in the present." Asterisk, and Trump knows this. By fighting history, he's not just waging a culture war, he's securing his political base. Asterisk, but here's the deeper question. Is this the first time America has erased Black history? Of course not. After Reconstruction, textbooks in the South described slavery as a benevolent institution. In the 1920s, the story of the Tulsa Race Massacre was buried so deep that even survivors' grandchildren didn't know it happened. During the Civil Rights era, activists' legacies were often distorted. Martin Luther King Jr. reduced to a single quote about dreams. Stripped from his fiery critiques of capitalism and war, Trump's erasure isn't new. It's part of a 400-year pattern of controlling the narrative to control the people. Asterisk, so what exactly is patriotic education? On paper, it sounds harmless. Who doesn't want to be proud of their country? But in practice, it means removing the ugly parts of history: slavery, lynching, segregation, mass incarceration, because they make people uncomfortable. But discomfort is where growth happens. Nazi Germany had patriotic education. Apartheid South Africa had patriotic education. Both systems required erasing crimes against humanity. When Trump insists that America must be taught as a nation of heroes, not oppressors, he's using the same playbook authoritarian regimes have used for centuries. Asterisk. But here's what Trump doesn't expect. Black history is resilient. From grassroots educators, 2 independent Black history channels on YouTube, 2 libraries refusing to take down banned books, there is resistance. Scholars like Ibram X. Kendi Nicole Hannah-Jones and Keonga Yamada-Taylor remind us that history is not just about the past, it's about justice in the present. Even students themselves are protesting these bans, organizing walkouts, and demanding that schools teach the truth. Trump can erase textbooks, but he cannot erase memory. Asterisk, let's pause here. What happens when a people are cut off from their history? You lose identity. You lose the tools to understand injustice. You lose the roadmap for resistance. And that is the danger. If Black Americans don't know the full truth of slavery, Jim Crow, and systemic oppression are easier to control. James Baldwin said it best. People are trapped in history. History is trapped in them. Asterisk, erase the history, and you trap the people. Asterisk. So when we ask, is Trump deliberately erasing Black history? The answer is yes. But the bigger truth is this. Trump is just one chapter in a much longer book, the erasure of Black. History is America's oldest tradition, but so is resistance. The question is, will we let the erasure win this time? Because history is not just what happened. It's what we choose to remember. And if we don't fight to keep Black history alive, we'll wake up in a future where it never existed at all. Asterisk, if you believe Black history should never be erased, share this video, drop a comment, and subscribe. Because the fight for truth isn't just in classrooms, it's right here, in our voices, in our memory, and in our demand for justice. Asterisk.